and the woman listens. In the second year of marriage, the woman speaks and the man listens. In the third year, they both speak and the neighbours listen. And of course, there's that when people get married, things change. I just advise Fiona. When a man opens the door of the car for his wife, there's only one thing in his mind: it's a new car he's just bought. And I spoke at a wedding last year, and at that wedding it was on the mainland, so I did some real research into the wedding practices and the wedding night in the mainland. So this time I've turned my focus to the islands. And I think they've got some bizarre practices on the wedding night in the islands. In Barra, the wedding, the matrimonial bed on the wedding night is sprinkled with water. I think that's probably to prepare people for a life on the McBrain, Caledonia ferries. Now, it's even stranger in Lewis is that after the couple get married, the groom and the bride spend the first 7 nights in the family home of the bride's parents. I thought, oh, that's strange. But if you remember that in Stornoway, that on a Sunday, all the swings were locked up, then you probably get quite used to postponing the pleasures of life to a later stage. And then, not very far from here in Mull, apparently the tradition is that the bride and the groom spend the first night in a barn. Or the barn, or a local barn. That's probably to prepare them for the fact that they'll spend the first few years on the first step of buying accommodation in Edinburgh or Glasgow. So wedding nights can be very strange. Now, you look about the tables, you see that there's a very strange table plan in terms of names. I can't believe I'm actually at a table with McCoy's name on it. Now, if it's sitting over there, sitting at Charlie table, so, I mean, I'm not going to go any further because I believe there must be a reason for these sporting heroes to be on the table. And Campbell, I always say that one at the back, Miller, is not Campbell. It's actually Robert Miller who won the King of the Mountains, actually, the Tour de France. Now, my sporting hero, there is only one possible sporting hero, is John Lambie. Now, not a lot of you will have heard of John Lambie because his main sport is pigeon fancying. Some of you will have a very quaint notion of pigeon fancying. You probably have seen television coverage of people putting little pigeons into baskets, taking them to Paris, letting them go and they fly home. And the first pigeon home, judged just as well as the beach Coll games well yesterday, was the winner. Now, pigeon fancying in the central belt of Scotland is not like that at all. Pigeon fancying in Scotland is about stealing somebody else's pigeons. What you do is you build this big pillar and you try and steal somebody else's pigeons. Now, somebody who's really good at that was the ideal choice to manage Partick Thistle. And I tell you, we've hushed up our botched attempt at trying to actually steal David Beckham from Man U and come to play in Partick Thistle. That's been hushed up entirely. Now, John is famous because of Lambieisms. And you can actually, in 2 or 3 weeks' time, small plug, you know, not for Partick Thistle is it rights issues at £50 million to the London Stock Exchange. We're selling T-shirts. With, you got one? Some of John's famous comments. Now, when you've got a hero, he's got to have class. So at the end of football matches, the managers are always interviewed. And it's never their fault, of course. So one of John's famous comments was, "Today it didn't go well. We shot ourselves in the elbow." And then another one was, "Oh, I'm really disgusted by my team's performance. My blood pressure went through the moon." But his best one is absolutely true, because my brother and I were there, we heard him saying it, was we don't have a big squad of players, so they tend to get encouraged to play on through injury. So one of our players got concussed, and the trainer came over and said to John Lambie, he said, John, he's quite badly injured, he's concussed, he doesn't know who he is. John said, no problem. Tell him he's Pelé and put him back on again as quick as possible. Now, we've got some speeches coming up, and you'll be very generous and kind, because they're going to come up here and do their bridegroom, the groom and their best man and their father of the bride speech. Now, there's also been an election in Scotland as well, you probably know, and it passed by without controversy. I think I'm the only person to be proud to actually tell you I voted for the spoiled ballot papers party. And if you noticed actually that our party, the spoiled ballot papers party, beat Tommy Sheridan in Glasgow. And I think the way out of this dilemma is we should get some MSPs into Edinburgh. So the spoiled ballot papers party has got representation in the Parliament in Edinburgh, and we could actually maybe hold the balance of power. But one time in my unfortunate life, I did work with councillors in Glasgow. This is to reassure them. I have heard the worst speeches ever in my whole life working with the councillors in Glasgow. There was one particular councillor, I'll call him Tommy, which is quite appropriate because his name was Tommy. And Tommy hadn't managed to understand the use of the full stop in the English language, or for that matter, in the Gaelic language. So Tommy actually read a speech out, and he stopped at the end of the sentence, the end of the line. Thank you for that. Off stage. My wife has not heard this story before. Tommy read the speech, and he stopped at the end of every line, and then he smiled. Now, it was quite a challenge for us humble officials to write speeches which had only sentences which were 6 words long. That was a real challenge, a real difficult challenge. And one particular evening we completely failed. We gave Tommy a speech which was not 6 words long per line, and actually had full stops. So Tommy read his speech out and he stopped at the end of a line. Now, it didn't matter if the second line had a full stop in it, he read right through the full stop as well and got to the end of the line and stopped. That particular evening, Glasgow was actually celebrating its twinning. The Glasgow twins were anybody at all. In fact, if Anna Gore's looking for a good twin, Glasgow's available. So Glasgow twinned with Toulouse. And Toulouse didn't know much about Glasgow, so they thought they could do a bit of culture. So they sent over an orchestra from Toulouse to play in Glasgow. And Tommy was welcoming this orchestra to Glasgow. So he got up and he was doing his speech, line by line, stopping at the end of every line. And for us English speakers, that was not a huge problem, you know. But we could actually work out basically meaning. But we thought it would be appropriate to have a simultaneous French translation. So we had this very cultured French translator beside Tommy as he worked through his speech line by line. Well, I tell you, there was complete confusion, because the orchestra had no idea what the French translation was. But what was the real important point was that halfway through his speech, Tommy stopped at a full stop by accident. I looked at the audience and said to me,